NFC South, Tampa's pick is already in, and for whatever reason, there's just been a lot of heat around the Bucs. Heat on Dalvin Cook, heat on Takk McKinley, and we know they have issues on the offensive line. But how things change when the board changes, and we just saw it with the Washington Redskins. You can't assume that they figured that Jonathan Allen was going to be available to them right there.
No, you can't. That's why you have to do your due diligence. You have to prepare. You have to be ready for your time. You just never know how the top of the board is going to shake, and you have to do all the research to get the players that you want. There's a lot that goes into it, and so we make fun, and I know Torrey Smith made fun about mock drafts or whatever, but it's an exercise that every team has to conduct because you have to be ready if someone does something that is in an oddball nature.
I'm gonna call this one here, and I'm gonna say you're in a division now with the Saints. You're in a division with Atlanta more than anything. You got to match firepower with firepower. I think you got to go O.J. Howard. You've already got a great target outside.
And right?
Mike Evans.
Deshaun Jackson, too.
You got Deshaun Jackson's speed. Now you're going to get lit up in the scene with O.J. Howard. He can help you in the running game. And you know what this would be? If they go O.J. Howard, you're basically saying, okay, Atlanta, we respect what you're doing, but we're going to go slugging with you like the Golden State Warriors. You know, you got to match up with them a certain kind of way. Well, now you can either do it through defense or offense. And I say push him on the strength and make your offense stronger by going to O.J. Howard.
And this should be the year that Jameis Winston takes his game to the next level. It typically takes about 3 years before you can determine what a guy is. He should have a big jump from his second year to his third year. This is the year where we should see him play at a Pro Bowl level, particularly if they surround him with some more weapons.
Yeah, I mean, that seemed, like I said, it seemed like you heard that with Dalvin Cook is, do everything back, that they needed some more balance in that offense. Just think about the targets for him.
The 19th pick in the 2017 NFL Draft, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers select O.J. Howard, tight end, Alabama.
Well, congratulations, guys. You nailed that one. Instant draft grade, Bucky.
I'm going to give him an A. I'm going to give him an A because anytime you get a guy that I believe is a top 10 talent in the middle of the round at 19, you absolutely have to be ecstatic. As you look at the way they're piecing together this offense, in the offseason, we want to get a playmaker, so we go and add Deshaun Jackson. We already have a centerpiece in Mike Evans. Then we get a middle-of-the-field playmaker in O.J. Howard. We have Jameis Winston, who has shown signs of being an upper echelon quarterback. You have now taken away all the excuses. This is when we push all the chips in and say, Jameis, it's time to take it to the next level. He has everything at his disposal. I expect to see him play at a high level.
Well, that's a good way to describe it, Bucky. Another piece for Jameis Winston, because here is our pieces of the puzzle visual for you to digest. You have Doug Martin.
I need to find another running back. I want another running back. Right now, I'm intent on finding another running back. If we can find another running back to go with the rest of the stuff, that offense has the potential to be a top 5 scoring offense.
We get Deshaun Jackson in free agency. Mike Evans, of course, led the league in targets for a while, despite missing a couple weeks. O.J. Howard is now your starting tight end, a blue chip player. And, of course, Jameis Winston, we typically see quarterbacks that second to third year. If they're going to be elite quarterbacks, that's when they make their jump. And you saw enough, you believe, Lance, from last year's jump 1 to 2. For Jameis, the 2 to 3, you expect the same thing.
I expect the same thing. And you know what? I'm reminded when I look at O.J. Howard of the old Michael Jordan joke, North Carolina. The best defense against Jordan was Dean Smith.